There, finally got down a little bit. You ain't gonna trick me like you did that other one. Has he got a buddy with him?
He's got a buddy.
I pulled him off the point. Can you catch him?
I'm gonna try.
He's gonna catch him. I didn't have a jig set up here.
That's okay.
Come here, come here. Oh yeah. Well, his face got filled with weeds. He couldn't even do nothing, Mark. Where did I put that? We're gonna be fighting this stuff all day, Mark, but you know, it's gonna be worth it.
Yeah.
Absolutely gonna be worth it. You know, I gotta, let me get her back. I wanna share something with you about the ripstop. Not really necessarily about the ripstop, but the style of bait. It's just gonna look like, there's gonna be so much weeds in my boat after this, it's gonna be incredible. We're gonna do a major cleanup. You know, look at the shape of this thing, particularly the tail. Huh? Look at that tail. Mark added some little teaser colors on the back of this tail along with the lip design. I'm convinced when you look at this thing underwater, you'll see what I'm talking about. That they're zeroing in on that little spot on the tail, and look at the action. Look at that little shaped lip on the back of it. It makes this bait do stuff that no other bait that I've seen do. You could fish it almost in place and do a lot with it. I'd kind of refer to it as a finesse jerk bait. How's that for a word? It's a real finessey bait, phenomenal hooks, phenomenal. But you know, the whole minnow, the shape of a bait is an important thing. And when you think about shape of bait, Rapala's got a lot of baits that are minnow-shaped baits. It goes back to the original Rapala when it came from Europe to the United States. And I still remember the article in the magazine on the original Rapala coming in, how it swept this country, a fish-catching machine. We went from the original Rapala, we went to the Countdown Rapala, and the list goes on and on. Mark, give us a quick history of all of the Rapala baits that have this minnow shape and what each one of them does, because they're all slightly different and serve a purpose.
You know, one of the fascinating things about developing baits and understanding baits and how they move water, because it's all about the action and how baits displace water, whether it's a crankbait, which is a round body for the most part, kind of a shad shape, but an elongated minnow-shaped bait is probably one of the most high percentage shapes you'll find that anybody manufactures. But the interesting part about it, you can do a lot with it. What we found most about the development on the ripstop is that by adding this little boot tail, similar to like a swim bait, you know, because we're right now in that period of fishing where swim baits are huge. I mean, they're used all over, from saltwater, freshwater, all parts of the country, and certainly different regions, and certainly all over the world. So it was like, how do we make a hard bait to compete with the soft bait? Well, let's start with what makes soft baits, you know, good, and what creates the action. It's the tail. Well, we started experimenting with the tail and realized it doesn't only just give action, but it makes the bait stop on a dime. Now you morph that with the jerk bait and you go right back to the original floater, which so many people still say today is one of the greatest jerk baits of all time. Well, all we've done over the years with Husky jerk, X-Wrap, countdowns, all sorts of different baits, right up to shadow wrap, and certainly right now ripstop, it's all about the rate that a bait will slowly sink, slowly rise, or how fast it stops. The ripstop, I will guarantee you, other than a concrete wall, there is no way you can stop a bait faster than this particular bait while it's suspended and moving through the water. It's that cool.